Let's take a look at how a web sling is made. First, the sling is laid out and marked and then cut. Then the sling is brought to the sewer for sewing. The sewer sews the load splice and the body of the sling. The tag is sewn on, and then the sling is ready for packaging. To make certain that our slings always exceed their expected breaking strength, Stren-Flex has quality control procedures and break testing procedures in place to test not only the raw materials such as webbing and the thread, but we also test the workmanship of each sewer and the operating performance of the sewing machines. According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, synthetic slings must be inspected by a qualified person each day before use for damage or defects. A qualified person must also perform additional periodic inspections where service conditions warrant, as determined on the basis of frequency of sling use, severity of service conditions, the nature of the lifts being made, and experience gained during the service life of slings used in similar circumstances. Make periodic inspections of synthetic web slings at intervals no greater than 12 months. A good guide to follow includes yearly for normal service use, monthly to quarterly for severe service use, and as recommended by a qualified person for special and infrequent service use. It is recommended that periodic inspections be documented and the inspection records be maintained. What are we looking for in a web sling inspection? What is the criteria for removal of a web sling from service? First of all, the sling must have a tag and it must be legible. There are visible warning yarns in domestic web sling material. These warning yarns become visible when exposed to severe abrasion or cuts. OSHA says no cuts at all. We're also looking for acid or caustic burns, melting or charring of any part of the sling, holes, tears, cuts, or snags, broken or worn stitching in the load-bearing section of the sling, excessive abrasive wear, UV or sunlight damage, knots, excessive pitted, corroded, cracked, distorted, or broken fittings, and according to OSHA, any other visible damage that causes doubt as to the integrity of the sling. There are many ways to help protect a web sling from normal damage. The most common is the use of a wear pad. A wear pad forms a barrier between the load and the sling. A very economical solution is to wrap the sling in Stren-Flex Gorilla Guard. Gorilla Guard is an abrasion-resistant material that we use to cover the entire sling or any part of the sling. Stren-Flex also manufactures slings with a patented webbing called Monster Edge. Abrasion-resistant fibers are selvaged into the edge of the webbing to protect the sling from edge cuts. If the application is severe, such as it is with lifting glass, we can use leather, thick felt, or even Kevlar as a wear pad.